What else, free bro? Salvation. Hey, you got many minds. You think about salvation, get the dancing. My flesh vain, it's my heart not trouble, I will pain. We trust in Abba, he the one that kill your problems. We thinking Abba, now we know about that lava. The streets of gold, walking on that road, I can't sell my soul. Hell no, I'ma be the light everywhere I go. Ain't no vaccine up in the temple. The devil know that the most I dwelling in you. They tryna shoot you up, that should really offend you.
My cry for mercy as I call on you for help, as I lift up my hands towards your most holy place. I just wanna be worthy. I just wanna be wanna be.
Shalawam, shalawam, shalawam. Let's give all praises, honor, glory, esteem to the Father, the Ancient of Days, the giver of life, the taker of life, our Father Yahawah, and his only begotten Son, Ahchwathyam. Shalawam, shalom, peace and blessings to all of the Ahchyam out there, the Ahchwathyam, brothers and sisters scattered to the four corners of the earth. Peace and blessings to you. Please do the ministry a favor, hit that subscribe and that bell to be notified when we go live. Hit that thumbs up, the like. And if you believe the message is edifying, please share the message. We have a good one here today, trusting in the Most High Yahawah. Trust in the Most High Yahawah. Cleave unto him. Cling to him. Cleave in the Most High Yahawah. Put all your trust in him and his only begotten Son, Ahchwathyam. As we getting started, please let me know. I can see it's like a little lag, a little delay, but let me know if you can hear me clearly, if the audio is clear, and I'm coming through. If that is the case, before we get started, I'm going to give a few more minutes for people to join in before we dive into the scriptures. I have a video that I'm going to show. And this one is for the sisters, for the Ahchwathyam. I know all the time we always playing the brothers. But this one right here, it's for everybody, but it's actually a sister singing it, you know. And I thought it was a very good song, and I would like to share it. The link is in the description box if you like it. And it's for, like I said, it's for the Ahchwats out there. It's for the sisters out there and for just everybody. But hopefully you enjoy it as I play it. Let me pull it up. And then as we come back, we'll dive into the scriptures. But once again, let me know if the audio and everything is coming through clear. Here we go.
I gotta take control. I gotta let you go. I gotta leave. I gotta let you go. You make me someone I don't wanna be. It's what's best for me, so I gotta leave. I gotta take control. I gotta let you go. Leave you in the past. Yeah. I gotta let you go. No. I gotta change my mind. Gotta get myself right. Gotta get myself in line. Gotta walk in the light. Gotta keep these laws. Gotta serve TMH. God, not trying to do wrong. Had to cut it off. I gotta leave you alone. Leave you in my past. Had to let you go. Couldn't make it last. Caught up in been sin. Yeah, I had to repent, had to change my ways. No, I can't stay bent. Not like the old days, I'm different nowadays. New me spiritual, walk a better way. New relationships, yeah, they beautiful. All praises to TMH, he showed me truth. Yeah, you felt good to me, but I knew you weren't good for me. I was blind, had to change my mind. Now I finally see. Well, I gotta take control. Yeah, I gotta let you go. I gotta let it leave. Yeah, I gotta let you go. You make me someone I don't wanna be. It's what's best for me. So I gotta leave. Spirits and demons weighed heavy on my soul. Living in sin for way too long, lost control. Now you're dead and gone. I'm standing strong. Gotta stay in this truth, gotta hold on. I'm seeking a better place. Can't let time go to waste. Nothing in my way, nothing shake my faith. I need to set me free. Gotta do what he please. Feeding my spirit, everything you need. With you, I didn't know who I was. At 7 years old, saw my brother on drugs. Found a new peace, yeah, a brand new me. With you, I was lost, now I'm finally free. Sinning, didn't know the call. Thought I was winning, really I was lost. I needed to start over, a beginning. Something new, had to bury you, no digging with you. My world was blue. All praises for this truth. My life renewed, yeah, it hurt, but it's worth it. I gotta what it's for. I gotta let you go. I gotta let you leave, yeah. I gotta let you go. You make me someone I don't wanna be. It's what's best for me. So I gotta leave. I had to leave. My spirit was weak. Needed a new me. Found truth in the book. The Bible the key. Yeah, lessons learned. My past fade out. Watch it burn. My light shine bright. Fought that spiritual fight. All praises to TMH. I'm walking right.
Khan, what a beautiful song. I'm going to share that again as I get ready to close out. But let's dive into these scriptures. Let's dive into the scriptures. And like it says, get rid of that old person. You know, give your life to the Most High and His only begotten Son, Hamashiach Yahushai, and walk in righteousness, walk in truth, and trust in the Most High Yahawah. Right? We're going to go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. And it says, trust in Yahawah with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear Yahawah, and depart from evil. And if we keep those three verses right there, 5, 6, and 7, trusting in the Most High, acknowledging him in all your ways, and not thinking that you're wise, but following the words that he left for us and follow the path that he has given us that will illuminate us to turn from the evil that's in this world. If you hearken to those three things, that's a beautiful thing. Very beautiful. Let's get a few more. Let's turn to the book of Isaiah, chapter 12. Isaiah 12 and 1. Isaiah chapter 12, verse 1. If you can turn there with me. And in that day thou shalt say, O Yahawah, I will praise thee, Though thou was angry with me, thy anger is turned away, and thou comfortest me. Salaki. Behold, the Most High is my salvation. I will trust, as he says right here. If he's your salvation and that's what you're hoping for, that's what you have faith in, that's what you put your trust in, salvation, to be saved, redeemed, resurrected. It says, I will trust and be not afraid. I just did a lesson through the Rakah, through the Spirit, on the first day of the week about that. Being timid, faint-hearted, weak, feeble. The Bible continually tells us not to be afraid, especially if you're walking with the Most High. What do you need to be afraid of? And the Creator is on your side. That's what the word trust means. Right here, this word trust, when you go into it in the Hebrew, that's what it actually means. Let me pull it up. There it is right there, right? It's the H982 in a concordance, right?
Strong's H982. Batach.
You see, it was used 103 times in the Bible as trust. 4 times as confidence, secure, confident, bold, careless, right? When you go to the outline biblical usage, to trust in, to have confidence, to be confident, to be bold, to be secure. So if you trust, a lot of people say they believe in the Most High, they believe in his only begotten Son, Hamashiach Yahushua. If that is the case, why are you not walking in your boldness? Why are you not secure? Why are you not confident? Those are all the things that you should be, or that you are, if you believe in the Most High, if you're really putting your trust in him. It also says right here to feel safe, right? The Strong's definition of the primitive root, it says for refuge, to trust, be confident or sure, be bold, confident, secure. Now, the beautiful thing about it here is, let me try to blow it up as big as I can. The beautiful thing about it right here is that if you see this right here, let me highlight this. You see this Hebrew alphabet? And then it has the word right here. It's saying Batak. I think that's how you pronounced it. You have this letter right here, which is the B in Hebrew, which is the Ba. Ba in the Lashawan Kodash. Ba. Right? And then you have this letter right here, which is the Ta. And then you have this letter right here, which is the Cha. So you might say, well, why is he going into that? Who cares? What does it matter? Well, these letters mean something because they have meaning to them. They have meaning to them. And this letter right here, like I said, is Ba. It means when you look into the Hebrew and the meaning of that letter, it means a house, right? Or a body within. So it's a house of what? If it says right here for refuge, it's a house of what? Refuge. If you put your trust, your confidence, your faith in the Most High and his only begotten Son, Hamashiach Yahushua, he's telling you with this first letter in the Hebrew, the Ba, that you have a house of refuge. Not only that, when you go to the letter T, right, which it says right here, the Ta, is for who? The righteous. When you go into that letter, it's for the righteous. That's what it speaks about. The fish hook. The hook to catch what? The righteous. This is why Peter was called what? A fisherman. To go out and what? snare, and catch who? The righteous, and bring them back. This last letter right here is called cha, which is why you see the CH right here, which means offense or to protect. So this is why it says, when you trust in the Most High Yahawah and His only begotten Son, it is a place of refuge. You're going to be protected. There's going to be a hedge around you. It actually says, let me see, in the chart right here, it says offense to protect. This is why when Job went through what he went through, remember what Ahchwathyam said. He said what? Oh, I can't get to him because you have a hedge around him. You have a fence around him. You're protecting him. So the Most High had to take away his protection that he had around Job in order to allow Ahchwathyam to be able to get to Job. Why? Because Job trusted in the Most High. We know that because the Most High said, have you tried my servant Job? There's none like him. He trusted fully in the Most High. And when you trust in the Most High, he puts a hedge around you. He is your salvation. He is your refuge. He is what they would call in the Bible your buckler. So when you look into this word right here in the Hebrew, that's what it means. You know, we look at it in the English just as trust, but it's more than that. It's more than just trust. Shalawam, Mayana Pasha, the water for being here. She says, Shalawam, Mashkapa, all praises be to the Most High Yahawah. So if you have a chance, let me see if I can share something with you real quick in this Hebrew. Let me see if I could pull it up. Right? Let me pull it up for you. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, that may not know the Hebrew. Let me pull it up. Okay. It doesn't say it, but if you could see it on the screen, this is the Hebrew writing, right? And this is the Paleo Hebrew. This is why you see this on the screen. So what you have at the top right here is the modern Hebrew, right? Which they would call block letter Hebrew. And then right here, what you have is the more ancient, which is the Paleo Hebrew. Now, when you get into these words and these letters, they have meanings behind them. Right now, it doesn't have the meaning here because I just pulled it up, but it does have the numbers letting you know each letter has a number to it. So it's more than just the letter. It has things associated with it, right? And what I'm talking about is the Ba, which is right here, which is the second letter of the Hebrew alphabet. And you can kind of see the house or the body within. And then you actually go to the Ta, which is the next letter in that about trust. Let me find it. It's right here. Right here, if you can see it. I got the arrow kind of pointing to it. And then it has another one with the Cha, which is like this right here, which is defense, right? If you can see. So this is why it's telling you. And if you don't go into the Hebrew, this is a great thing to go into right here. And it has a lot of different things, you know. It actually tells you about how to say the tribes in Hebrew. It has the Paleo Hebrew right here, as you see. And then it says it in English, Judah. And then right here it says Yahawah. And then over here it says Benjamin, Levi. And then you got the Hebrew with the Paleo Hebrew. You know, it goes into a lot of things. This is why you see we say Yashra Allah for Israel. A lot of times in my lessons, you'll hear me say the Allah Shaddai, right? Which means the power of the Almighty. Or you will hear me say Allah, which means power. Or Ahchwathyam, which means powers. Malak, which means king. Adonai, which means my Lord. Adon, which means master. You know what I mean? Or my master. So these are why you hear me say the things that I say. We Salakia, which means forgive me. Tawab, which means good. And it goes into it. You will hear me say Halawah Yah, which means praise you, Yahawah, or praise Yahawah. Abba, Abba Nawa Yahawah, which means father. So this is a great tool right here to kind of go into the Hebrew and learn the Hebrew. You know, this is why it's important, because these are not just words. When you look at it in the English, a lot of times, Shalawam, Mashkapa, Yahawah, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Barakatham, the water for being here. All praises, Malakian. All praises, Ak, for being here. A lot of times when we go into these things, it's important for us to go into the Hebrew. Let me pull that back up on the Blue Letter Bible, because we miss things. You know, we read it in the English and we just see trust and we like, oh, just trust. But when you go into the Hebrew, as I pointed out right here, these little 3 letters mean a lot. Letting you know, basically, just with those letters, the Most High is letting you know that he's your fence of protection and you're in his house. You a body within his home and he's going to protect you. You're going to be okay, like I was telling you about with Job. So it's important to go into the Hebrew, you know, and learn the Hebrew, because you'll know more about what's going on. Verse 3, it says, well, let me finish 2. Behold, the Most High is my salvation. I will trust and be not afraid, for Yahawah, or should I say Adonai, Yahawah is my strength. Now, this is what I'm saying right here. See how they put this in all caps, and it says Lord and then Jehovah. But see, when you go into it, this is why you need to learn the Hebrew. Once again, these people play with the words. Let's go into it. When you click on that, you will see what they really are saying right here. See, right here it says capital LRD, right? Which is basically Yah, right? Then it says Yahawah. So it says right here for Yah, and then it says Yahawah. So why didn't they just say Yahawah is what? My strength. The reason he is your strength is because he just told you, if you trust in him, you will be protected. You will have a hedge, a fence of protection around you, because you are in his house and you are part of who? The righteous. It says, and my son, he also is become my salvation. Therefore, with joy shall ye draw water out of the wells of salvation. And in that day shall ye say, praise Yahawah, call upon his name, declare his doings among the people, make mention that his name is exalted. How often do you exalt the Most High Yahweh's name? Daily, a few times a day, once a day? How many times do you call upon the name Yahawah and exalt him for yourself and out loud? You know, when you exalt somebody, that's letting everybody that you come in contact with, everybody that you know, people can just see it and they know that you believe in the Most High Yahawah. You exalting him. And it's about your character. It's about your conduct. It's about your integrity. Everything about you in your daily life is how you exalt him, not just in word, not only in word, because he said a lot of people, you know, they come to me with their mouth or their lips honor me. I'm going to show you that real quick in Isaiah 29. Give me 1 second. Because a lot of people out here claim that they really believe in the Most High. They claim it. But he says they honor me with their mouth and their lips, but their heart is far from me. Verse 5, sing unto Yahawah, for he have done excellent things. This is known in all the earth. All praises be to the Most High Yahawah Khan. It is in all the earth. They choose not to see it. They choose to reject it. They choose to despise it. But I mean, hey, it's there. All you got to do is look at the firmament, feel the wind on your flesh, see the birds flying around, see the clouds up in the sky, see the sun in the air. Cry out and shout, thou inhabitants of Zion, for great is the Quadash one of Yashra Allah in the midst of thee. All praises. Now, let me show you that real quick about people honoring him with their lips. Turn real quick in Isaiah 29. I'm going to just show you this real quick where he says this, that people honor me with their lips. So you don't be one of these people. Let me show you. Don't be one of these people right here. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 13. You can see it on the screen, right? It says, wherefore Yahawah said, for as much as these people draw near me with their what? Mouth. So a lot of people out there claiming that they believe in the Most High. They believe in his only begotten son, Hamashiach Yahushai, right? The anointed one, our brother, our friend. Shalawam, you know, he said with 2 or 3 together, he's there. So we can say Shalawam to our brother, Hamashiach Yahushai. He's in the building. He's in the Rakah right here, right now. Right? That's what the Bible said. That's what the word said. Where 2 or more are gathered, I am there. And there's 2 or more gathered to you. So once again, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth, what did he say? And with their lips do honor me. They claiming it. They putting it out. But have removed. Let's highlight that part. It's a big but right there. But have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by what? Precepts of man. You don't know what precept means? It means commandment. So they're taught by the commandment of what? Man. This is why when Hamashiach Yahushai walked the earth, he called the Pharisees and the scribes what? Hypocrites. You telling me my disciples is sinning because they what? They're eating and they didn't wash their hands? Who gave that as a commandment? Show me where that commandment is in the Torah, in the law. Those are commandments of man. Then they want to come to him and ask him, is it lawful to put away your wife? He said it was never lawful. Well, why did Moses allow it? Because y'all stiff-necked. Your hearts is hard. It was never so from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if you put away your wife and she marry another, or you put her away and you marry another, you committing adultery, right? They don't even want to hear that today. Why? Because their hearts were far from the Most High in a true way. Yeah, they had on fringes. Yeah, they had they staff in their hand. They walked around. They even knew the law. They quoted it. They knew the commandments. But just because you know the commandments, just because you can say, call Allah Yahawah Ba Shama Mashiach Yahushai, Kwam Yasharala, just because you got on fringes, just because you keep the Shabbat, that don't mean that you're a true believer in the Most High, as we see, because the Pharisees, the same ones that killed our brother, said that they believe in the Most High, right? Isn't this why in John, let's get that real quick. John chapter 8, go with me there. Jump to the New Testament real quick. John chapter 8. It's all broke down in here. I'm not going to go through the whole thing for time's sake, right? But let's get into it. Go all the way down into the 40s. Let me see. I'll start right here. Now, this is Hamashiach Yahushai speaking, right? He's talking to who? The Pharisees. John chapter 8, verse 37. He says, I know that you are Abraham's seed, but you seek to kill me. Who? The Pharisees. These are the same men, Salakia, these are the same men that say they believe in the Most High. Right? Same man. They honor him with the lips, with his mouth, but their heart was far from him. He said, but you seek to kill me because my word have no place in you. I speak that which I have seen with my Abba, Father, and ye do that which you have seen of who? Your father. They answered and said unto him, Abraham is our father. Yahawah said unto them, if ye were Abraham's children, you would do the works of Abraham. See, he calling them out on it. So all those churches that you see on the corner, all those churches that you see on TV, all those people that say they really following Hamashiach Yahushai, he said, if you really was following me and you was really Abraham's seed, then you would do what? The works of Abraham. So you can point out the ones that are not really following the Most High and His only begotten Son because they're not doing the works of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, Yasharallah. Verse 40, he says, but now you seek to kill me, a man that have told you what? The truth, which I have heard from the Most High. This did not Abraham. See, he didn't play games with people. He didn't just tell them about John 3:16. He told them the truth and he laid it all out, calling these people a liar to their face. This is what it means to trust in the Most High, to stand on, as we say, 10 toes. Damn. If you really believe in him, then this is what it's called to be. If you don't, as I gave the lesson on a little bit on the Shabbat and on the first day, like I said, if you fearful and timid and weak and feeble, as Deuteronomy 20 and verse 8 says, man, go back home. Move out the way. And I still love my brothers and my sisters, but everybody is not supposed to be in the war. Some people are supposed to stay home. It might not be your lot to be a warrior. And he's looking for warriors right now here on this earth. Soldiers to put in the work. And it's okay if that's not your lot, to be on the front line. That's not a lot for everybody. Everybody is not called to be on the front line. There's certain people that have certain gifts. Paul goes through that when he breaks all that down. You know, if your lot is about giving, then give. If your lot is to encourage your brothers and sisters, then encourage. Whatever your lot or your gift is, then you do it. So it's some Ahchyam out there, some brothers that are not going to be on the front line. That's okay. But for the ones that are on the front line, you got to go hard like Hamashiach Yahawah did. He really trusted in the Father because he believed in the Father. He trusted in the Father. He knew. Verse 41, he said, ye do the deeds of your father. Then said they to him, we be not born of fornication. We have one Father, even the Most High. So they claiming the Most High is their Father, right? But not with Yahawah. Yahawah shall say unto them, if the Most High were your Father, ye would love me, for I proceeded forth and came from the Most High. Neither came I of myself, but he sent me. So they don't even know who they talking to. They have no understanding. And that's how a lot of times you talk to the Ahchyam today out there in the world on the highways and byways or wherever we at, even on this platform, and they have no understanding of what the scriptures and what the epistles are saying. You know, it's a difference in scriptures and epistles. And they still don't have no understanding of what's being presented to them. Verse 43, why do ye not understand my speech? I say that all the time. Just as Hamashiach Yahawah is saying it right now to these Pharisees, these scribes, these people that's in front of him, we say it now here in 2026. Why don't you understand what I'm saying? Why you don't get it? But I understand, you know, the Most High put a deep sleep on these people. The Most High put a veil over them. You know, they won't understand. And this is why when Hamashiach Yahawah came, he came speaking in what? Parables. As he says, having eyes they cannot see and having ears they cannot hear. So I can talk right in front of these people, and yet they won't understand nothing that I'm saying. Because they so far gone, their ears are dull. They can't understand nothing. Even because you cannot what? He says, hear my words. You can't understand. You can't hear. You can't hear. Shalawam, Timothy, all the way from Baltimore, Maryland. He says, all praises at the doctor's appointment, waiting to be seen. Picked up my phone, saw you was live. All praises. You know, all praises to Water for being here. Even when he had his doctor's appointment, he's still getting the word in. You get what I'm saying? You can always get the word in. There's never an excuse not to get the word in, even at his doctor's appointment. He said, hey, my Akka's live. Let me tune in real quick, show a little love. You know, all the way from where? Baltimore, Maryland. It's like 1:30, 2 o'clock out there. He's still showing love. Said back to you. You get what I'm saying? I understand. I know what you're saying. He said, ooh's back at you. All praises. You know? So this is what he was saying. People can't understand the word. Then it says right here in 44, you are of your father who? The devil. Hasatan, Satan, the serpent, the deceiver. So there are Ahchyam out there of our brothers, right? Of the brotherhood, Israel, that are what? Their father is who? Hasatan. And you got to be careful. Not every Ak is really going to understand the scripture. It has to be given from on high. And the lust of your father, as it says right here, the lust of your father. I don't know why it's not highlighting. Let's get it all. And the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning. He and abode not in truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speak a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Verse 45. And because I tell you the truth, you believe me not. You don't believe the truth. He said, which one of you is going to convict me of this sin, that you say that I'm doing? And if I say the truth, why you not believing me? Why you not believing me? He that is of the Most High heareth Elohim words. Ye therefore hear them not, because you are not of the Most High. That's why they can't understand. As it says in Isaiah, the book is sealed to them. They can't understand it. The same thing with the heathen. That's why they've been having this book for thousands of years. They still don't know what's going on. Just because you have the book and open it up and look at the words in it, that don't mean you know what's going on. But they want to say he have a devil. They answered the Jews, our brothers, our Ahchyam, and said unto him, say we not well that thou art a Samaritan and has a devil? Yahawah answered, I have not a devil, but I honor my Abba, and ye do dishonor me. And I seek not my own glory. There is one that seeketh and judgeth. Truly, truly, I say unto you, if a man keep my sayings, he shall never see death. And here it is. They finna go on one right now. Then said the Jews unto him, now we know that thou see, he was speaking spiritual. He was speaking spiritual of the Rakah, the Quadash Rakah, the Holy Spirit. But they didn't have that in them. So they didn't understand. They said, now we know that thou hast a devil. Abraham is dead and the prophets. And thou said, if a man keep my sayings, he shall never taste death. Art thou greater than our father Abraham, which is dead? Yahawah finna really mess him up on this one. He finna really mess him up. And the prophets are dead, whom makest thou thyself? Here it go. Yahawah answered, if I honor myself, my honor is nothing. It is my Father that honored me, of whom you say that he is your power, your Allah in the Hebrew. Yet ye have not known him, but I know him. And if I should say I know him not, I shall be a liar like unto you. But I know him and keep his saying. Your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day, and he saw it and was glad. Then said the Jews unto him, thou art not 50 years old, and thou hast seen Abraham? Yahawah saith unto them, truly, truly, I say unto you, before Abraham was, I am. And here it is right here, verse 59. You see what they did? They took up stones to what? Kill him. And Yahawah hid himself and went out the temple, going through the midst of him, and he passed, right? Why did they want to kill him? Because he was speaking truth. So this is how you know when people get angry, when people spit at you, when they mock you, scoff you, throw stuff at you when you out there on the highways and byways, or even here online, they jump in the chat and say stuff and do stuff. This is how you know that you bring in what? The true word of the Most High. The true word. So it's a lot to it, man. It's a lot to it, but all praises be to the Most High. Let's get some more of this old real quick. Once again, Shalawam to everybody being here, the water for being here. I know it's the middle of the week. I ain't gonna make it long, but the water for tapping in. getting this word of the day. Let's go to Jeremiah 17:7 real quick. Hey, and I'm going to play that video again for those that missed it. Like I said, it's for the Ahchwathyam out there, the sisters. We always playing the brothers' videos, but I wanted to play something for the sisters today, you know, the Ahchwathyam. But, hey, I like it, so it's for the Ahchyam too, for the brothers too. Jeremiah 17, verse 7. It says, Barak is the man that trusted in Yahawah and whose hope Yahawah is. When you look at this word blessed in the Hebrew is Barak, which means to be exalted. So it says exalted is the man that trusted in Yahawah. You already exalted if you trust in the Most High. You already exalted. And it gives you the definition of what it is to be exalted. It says, for he shall be as a tree. Now, if you look at my channel, you know, and you look at the logo is what? A tree. And at the bottom of that tree is the Bible open. Why? Because that's the word of the Most High. And if you put your trust in the Most High, it says you will be like a tree planted by the waters and just spread it out her roots by the river and shall not see when heat cometh. That heat is not going to bother you, but her leaf shall be green. When the drought come, when there is no water, when the heat come, that scorching heat beaming down on you. This is like in a parable format, like in Matthew chapter 7, when it's talking about building your house on a rock. When the storm comes, it's not going to crumble. This is what it's kind of going into. And shall not what? Be careful in the year of drought. Neither shall cease of what? Yielding fruit. It'll never stop yielding fruit. That tree will never, ever, ever stop yielding fruit. Why? Because it trusts in the Most High Yahawah. And he is the what? Living water. All throughout the Bible, it says when they heard the voice of the Most High, it sounds like many waters. He is the living water, the source. He says, if you come to me, you will never, ever thirst again. But we know in verse 9, it says the heart is deceitful above all things. And those people that I just read to you about in John chapter 8, their heart was deceitful. They were being deceived by who? Hasatan. And desperately wicked, who can know it? The beautiful thing about it is it says Yahawah searched the hearts and try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. Meaning whatever you're doing here on earth, that's going to be your reward. That's why Hamashiach Yahushua says, what? I come swiftly, quick, and my reward is with me. You can read that in the book of Revelations, you know. But the Most High, he judged the heart, you know. He go into the deep part of you. Let's get some of that in the book of Sirach in 16:11. If you have a 16:11, turn there with me. Kind of, Ox said Galatians chapter 4, verse 16. Let's get that. Let me put it on the screen, Ox. And then we'll go into the book of Sirach after that. He said Galatians chapter 4, I believe. Let me make sure. Time 16. Let's get that. Galatians 4. Let's read that for the Ox. It says Galatians chapter 4 on the screen. It says, am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you what? The truth. And we know, man, when you tell people about this truth and you really break the words of the Most High down and really show them the truth, chop it up on the table and present it to them, man, you become an enemy to them. I don't care who it is, your mama, your daddy, your kids, you know what I'm saying, your family members, your friends. It don't matter who it is. You become an enemy to them. And yeah, that's true. You know, that's true. 100%. No doubt. Beautiful, beautiful verse. You know, yeah, I think he had one more. Let's get that for the Ahchyam. It says John 1 and 11 and 12. Let's get that. John chapter 1, 11 and 12. You know what I mean? 11 and 12. Am I not sharing the screen? Was it not on the screen? Salaki, if it wasn't on the screen. My bad. It's on there now, though. John 1:11. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. Just like you go into your own, right? Same thing. We all Ahchyam. You know, that's why here it's a brotherhood. It's a brotherhood. We all brothers. That's why in the middle of that tree, you look on my emblem, the logo, it says 12. The tree and 12. We all brothers. Ahchyam, Ahchwathyam. He came unto his own, and his own received them not. Verse 12. But as many as received him, to them gave he what? Power. That's what we got. If you receive the Most High, if you received his only begotten son, Hamashiach Yahawah, then you have power to become sons of the Most High, even to them that believe on his name. And we believe on his name. We believe on the Father. We believe on his only begotten son, Hamashiach Yahawah. So we believe on his name. Khan, all praises be to the Most High. So we have power here on the earth. That goes into the lesson that I just did on the first day of the week, man. Don't be fearful, timid, faint-hearted. Get up out of that. You got power here on the earth. I know you've been taught and told that you don't, but you got power here on the earth. Once again, the water for that. All praises be to the Most High in the Rakah, in the spirit. The water for sharing that. Let's go here real quick. Ecclesiastic Us, chapter 34, real quick. Better known as the book of Sirach. You know, the 1611 King James Bible. If you have one, please turn there with me. If you don't have one, you should get you one before they stop selling them and they make it illegal to have, because this truth be hitting. It be hitting hard, you know, like that bass in the trunk or something. Y'all know what I'm talking about from back in the day when when that song came on and it be hitting. Okay, the book of Sirach, chapter 34, verse 13. The Rakah of those that fear Yahawah shall live, for their hope is in him that saveth them. Whosoever feareth Yahawah, once again, whosoever, I know you don't say, you said, man, it don't say whoever. Okay, whoso feareth Yahawah shall not fear, nor be what? Afraid, for he is his hope, his salvation, his fence, his protection. Already broke down the word of what? Trust in the Hebrew and what it meant. You are body within what? That righteousness, because you are a righteous individual, and he is your what? Fence of your protection. Barak is the soul of him that feareth Yahawah. No, you just a regular dude. You just an African American. You just a Hispanic or a Mexican, a Colombian, a Puerto Rican, a Jamaican, a Dominican. No. That's what you're not. You're not that. It says you are exalted, right? Barak is the soul of him that feareth Yahawah. To whom doeth he look? And who is his strength? The Most High Yahawah is our strength. You know, all praises that he sent his only begotten son, Hamashiach Yahawah, to be an example for us, to bring the word here to the earth for us. So all praises be to the Most High for that. For the eyes of Yahawah are upon them that love him. Do you love the Most High? Do you trust in the Most High? If you really trust in the Most High, you really love him, it says his eyes are upon you. No matter where you go, you in the bathroom, you in your car, you laying in your bed, wherever you at work, wherever you are, the eyes of the Most High Yahawah, he is upon you. He is their mighty what? Protection. I keep telling you, if you trust in the Most High, he is your protection. This is not something I'm making up. You get what I mean? I didn't sit around and say, oh, okay, let me read one verse and then how these preachers do, and then let me get into this. No. This stuff was already written. I didn't come up with this in my mind. This was written aforetime for our learning. Remember, Romans 15:4. For the eyes of Yahawah are upon them that love him. He is their mighty protection, a strong state, a defense from heat. I just went into that, broke that down in Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 7 on down, right? A tree planted by the rivers of water. So when that heat comes, it won't matter. We still gonna produce fruit. Our leaves gonna still be what? Green, flourishing. A defense from what? That heat, that battle. And a cover from who? The sun at noontime, meaning when it's at its peak. The hottest it's gonna be for the day at noontime. He preserves you. Preservation from stumbling, and a help from what? Falling. If you're walking with him, he's going to help you not to stumble, not to fall. He rises up the soul and lighteneth the eyes and giveth health, life, and blessings. All praises be to the Most High. I mean, have you ever seen the Most High as long as the people trusted in the Most High? Has he ever turned his back on the Most High? Has he ever not been there for anybody that put their trust in him? Let me get that real quick. In the same book, we in the same book. Just turn to the beginning, chapter 2, real quick. Go there with me, chapter 2, real quick. Same book, chapter 2, verse 10. For those who know, you already know. You know where I'm going. I know some of the Ahchyam and the brothers and sisters, they know where I'm going. But it's somebody who may see this at a later time who don't know. So I'm going to show it. It says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in Yahawah and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear, meaning they respected him? They showed him honor. They had integrity and was forsaken. I can't read any in the Bible. Even when they went off and repented and came back, the Most High accepted them. I can't read anybody in the Bible that the Most High had just cast them off and just, hey, left it at that. Look at us, the children of Israel. Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Like I said, I can't recall any. If you can, put it in the chat. For Yahawah is full of compassion. He's full of it. And mercy. All praises be to our Father Yahawah for being compassionate. All praises be to the Most High Yahawah for being what? Merciful. All praises be to the Most High Yahawah for being what? Long suffering. All praises be to the Most High for being what? Very pitiful. All praises be to the Most High for doing what? Forgiving sins. All praises be to the Most High for what? It says, and save it in the time for affliction. You remember them days that you got on your knees, you was praying, you couldn't pay your rent, you couldn't pay your car note, you had health issues, things was going wrong, things was happening in your life, he was putting you through that affliction, and you fell on your knees and you prayed to the Most High, and he saved you from that situation. Once again, verse 12, but woe be to who? Those fearful people. Those ones who don't put their trust in the Most High. The ones who don't do nothing for the Most High. The ones who don't fall on their knees and put their face to the ground and give honor and glory to the Most High. It says, woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hand and the sinner that go two ways. Woe unto him that is what? Faint-hearted, timid, feeble, weak. For he believeth not. Therefore shall he be what? Not defended. He won't be defended in that day. And woe unto you that have lost patience. What will you do when Yahawah shall visit you? You know, we got to be careful. You know, we got to be careful, Ahchyam, out there. You know, we got to be real careful. Let's get some of this New Testament. I'm not going to hold you for too much more longer. Like I said, it's not going to be a long one. No, we in the middle of the week, third day, you know what I mean? So let's get some of this John chapter 14 real quick, and then we'll push forward. John 14, I'm going to start at the top, 14:1. Please turn there with me. John 14, verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in the Most High. You believe in the Father, Abanawa Yahawah. Believe also in me, right? In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go to prepare, Salaki, and if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there you may be also. And whether I go, ye know, and the way ye know. Thomas saith unto him, Adon, we know not whither thou goest, and how can we know the way? Yahawah saith unto him, I am the way. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. So you have to go through who? Hamashiach Yahawah to even get to the Father. Verse 7. If you had known me, ye should have known my Father also. And from henceforth you know him and have seen him. He's basically telling Philip, man, I've been with you. You don't know? He said right here, verse 8, Philip said unto him, Adon, show us the Father, and it sufficeth us. If you can show us the Father, we'll be good. That's all we want. That's all we need. And then it's over with. Like, we totally believe. We can totally put our trust in you now if you can show us the Father. Verse 9, Yahawah saith unto him, have I been so long, or have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip? He that have seen me have seen the Father. And how sayest thou then, show us the Father? How you going to say that to me? I've been with you all this time, rocking with you for years. You've seen the miracles. You've seen what I did. You've seen the word that I'm bringing forth. You've been here with me, and you going to ask me a question like that? Verse 10, believest thou not? He asked him, so you don't really believe. You don't really trust in. You don't really believe that I am in the Father. You really don't believe that. And the Father is what? In me. The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself. Man, don't you understand everything that I have told you? Everything that comes out of my mouth, these are not my words, Philip. Philip, these are not my words. This is what he's telling him. Yahawah is letting the brother Philip know these are not my words. The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself, but the Father that dwelleth in me. He doeth the works. I broke this down in a lesson a few days ago, or a couple weeks ago, about how the churches serve who? Yahawah only. Verily, verily, seldom are you going to go into any congregation, a church, and they speak about the Father. It's all just about Yahawah. That's why all the churches are named Christ this, Christ that, Christ this, Christ that. But they don't realize that Hamashiach Yahawah, when he came and everything he spoke the words of the Father. That's who was speaking. It wasn't Hamashiach Yahawah speaking. If you can get me, if you have ears to hear, it was not him speaking. He's telling you right here in John 14 and 10, it's not me speaking. These are not my words. I might have told you something else. But since it's not me speaking, it's the Father speaking. That's who you talking to right now, Philip. That's who's talking to you. Don't you understand? If you really believe and you put your trust, this is who you talking to right now. The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself, but the Father that dwelleth in me, he doeth the works. It says, believe me that I am in the Father and the Father in me, or else believe me for the very work's sake that I have done, that you have seen. Truly, truly, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also. And greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. And whatsoever you shall ask in my name, Hamashiach Yahawah, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If you shall ask anything in my name, anything, he says, I will do it. If you love me, keep my commandments. I mean, keep his commandments. I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another what? Comforter, that he may abide with you forever. All praises be to the Most High that he sent his comforter, the Quadash Rakah, even the Rakah of truth, the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you, and shall be in you. I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you yet a little while, and the world seeth me no more, but you see me. Like I already told you, when I said Shalawam, I'm speaking to Hamashiach Yahawah. It says where 2 or 3 or more are gathered, he is there. So everybody that's here, that's gathered together right here on this day, say Shalawam to your brother Hamashiach Yahawah, because he's amongst us. He's with us. He's telling you. At that day, you shall know that I am in the Father, and ye in me, and I in you. He that hath my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me, and he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father, and I will love him, and I will manifest myself to him. All praises, Salakia. He said he's going to manifest himself. I can keep going, but for time's sake, we're going to move forward. You know, let's go to 2 Timothy. I mean, this is, ooh, man. 2 Timothy. I mean, man, this is powerful. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Okay, we got some comments in the chat. Let's go here. Shalawam, Aqua Dorothy. She says, Shalawam, Yashra'Allah, all praises be to the Most High. Shalawam, Aqua Dorothy, for being here. We got Ecclesiastic Us 11 and 25. Let's get that for the Aqua real quick before we move to 2 Timothy. Let's go to the Ecclesiastic Us 11 and 25. Please turn there with me. Here it is. Ecclesiastic Us, better known as Book of Sirach, 25. In the day of prosperity, there is a what? Forgetfulness of affliction. They don't got their riches now. They don't ran off. They in the world. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of what? Prosperity. You know? Hey, I'm going to do 26 too. For it is easy. For it is an easy thing unto Yahawah in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways. You know, and we keep going on, but that's what the Ag wanted, so that's what I'm going to read. Then we got Proverbs 28 with verse 1. Let's go there real quick. Proverbs 28 and 1. Let me read that real quick. Proverbs 28 and 1. The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion. All praises be to the Most High. You know, they're going to run. They're scared. The truth make people scared. The truth make people run off. That's okay. The truth is always going to stand. I'm going to still be here, Yahawah willing, the next day. I'm going to still be here Thursday. You know what I'm saying? When I do the lesson at 10 a.m., I'm going to still be here on the Shabbat. I'm going to still be here on the first day of the week. I'm going to still be here as long as the Most High Yahawah allows me to be here. I'm still going to put the work in and still going to put the brick in for the truth. If you wicked, yeah, you're going to flee. So Khan, the water for that. And another one, he says Psalm 82, 6, Khan. Ye are who? Elohayams. Khan. Let's put it on the screen so people will know what we're talking about. Psalms 82. Is it Psalms 82 you want? Psalms 82 and 6, Khan. Psalms 82 and 6 is right here. It says, I have said, ye are Elohayams, right? This is what you are. And of what? And all of you are children of who? The Most High. All of you are children of who? The Most High. Don't forget that. Don't ever forget that. Put your trust in the Most High Yahawah. Put your trust in the Most High Yahawah. Let's get that. 2 Timothy, where we was. The water for that, Ak. The water for sharing that. 2 Timothy 3. And we know difficult times will come, right? It's already been presented to us. It says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come for men. Ahchyam shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful. This is a big one. This is a big one right here. The people of the earth, the men and women of the earth are unthankful that the Most High Yahawah is giving them life. They're unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers. All these people are wicked. Like I just put in there, Proverbs 28. Traitors, high-minded, lovers of pleasure, more than lovers of the Most High, having a form. Those are the people we just read about in John chapter 8. Those Pharisees, those scribes, they had a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. This is why Hamashiach Yahushai was going so hard on them. Right? In verse 6, for my sisters, the Ahchwathyam out there, be very, very careful. This is for the Ahchwathyam out there because it's written like this. It says, for of this sort are they which creep into the houses. See, they creep into the houses and lead captive silly women, laden with sin, led away with divers lust. So I'm not calling you silly, but Paul is saying that be careful, Ahchwathyam, with all love and sincerity. Be careful, my sisters, not to be led away. Not to be led away. This is an extra warning to our sisters out there, and us as the men, the Ahchyam, the brother, we have to protect our sisters so they're not led away into this stuff. It says in verse 7, ever learning. They always trying to learn and establish and get more understanding and never able to come to the knowledge of what? Truth. Never, ever, ever able to come to the knowledge of what? Truth. So we want to make sure we stand up for our sisters, just like our sisters stand up for us many times within the Bible. Judith, Esther, Miriam, all the time. So just how they stood up for us, we have to stand up for them and be their protection. So if you see something wrong, point it out to the sisters, point it out to the Ahchwathyam so they know, just like they point out things to us. Let's go to chapter 4. Same book, chapter 4. Same book, chapter 4. Turn there with me. The very next chapter. He says, Shalawam, Sister Dorothy, Khan. 2nd Ezra 14 and 4. Let me get that before I go here. 2nd Ezra 14 and 4. Turn there with me. Second Ezra, chapter 14, verse 14. Let me make sure it's sharing. It wasn't sharing. Let me make sure it's sharing. Here we go. This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 14, verse 14. It says, let go from the mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak flesh. That nature that it's talking about is flesh. That's what it's talking about. And the reason it's telling you to put off those mortal thoughts, that mortal body, that mortal flesh, is so that you could be what? Illuminated and walk in what? The spirit, the Rakah, with the word of the Most High. All praises be to the Most High for that one. The water for that. The water for that. Let's go here, 2 Timothy chapter 4. And I'm going to read it in the NL. You know me, sometimes I like to go to that NL, the New Living Translation, you know. And I know some people don't like it. Some people do. All praises be to the Most High. He says, I solemnly urge you in the presence of the Most High and Hamashiach Yahawah, who will someday judge the living and the dead when he comes to set up his what? Kingdom. It says, preach the word of the Most High. Who word? Of the Most High, of Allah. Prepared. Whether the time is favorable or not. It may not be favorable right now, you know. A lot of people at work, at the plantation, a lot of people doing this. Some people don't want to hear the word, but it says, patiently correct and rebuke and encourage your people with good teaching. And that's what you get here. Good teaching. Patiently. For a time is coming when people will no longer listen to sound and wholesome teaching. Well, that time is here. It's at hand. We know people don't want to listen to good, sound doctrine. We know that. They will follow their own desires and will look for teachers who will tell them whatever their itching ears want to hear. And that's why you have all of these type of different churches. I don't want to be in the Baptist church because they say this. I don't want to be in the Methodist church because they say that. I don't want to be in the non-denomination because they, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I don't want to be a Jehovah's Witness because, ooh, wait a minute. Well, Seventh-day Adventists, I don't want to do that because they go to church on Saturday. No. So whatever you looking for, prosperity gospel, this kind of gospel, whatever kind of gospel you looking for, it's telling you that they got it for you out there. Whatever it is that you're looking for that's going to make your itching ears feel comfortable, they got it for you. That don't mean it's the truth, but they got it for you. Look how many people follow all these churches, congregation, camps. That don't mean that they in the truth because they got 15,000 followers, 1,000 followers, 500, 100, 30. That don't mean that they in the truth. If you think somebody in the truth because a church is a large church or a camp is a large camp, and you think they in the truth because it's a lot of people, you're sadly mistaken. More than likely, they don't have bent the rules of the truth to get people to come in. Really look at that with what they call it with a microscope. Put it under the microscope and see, is it the real truth? Or are they telling the people what they want to hear because they got itchy ears? It says in verse 4, they will reject the truth and chase after what? Myths. They're going to reject the truth. But you should keep a clear mind in every situation. Don't be afraid of suffering for the Adon. Work at telling others the good news. And that's what I'm doing here today. If you reject it, hey, nothing I could do about it. All praises be to the Most High. If you log on and you a subscriber and you hear and you come in the thing and you believe that this is truth, the truth, all praises be to the Most High. It says work at telling others the good news and fully carry out the ministry the Most High has given you. And that's all I'm doing. The Most High gave me this ministry. Nobody on earth gave me this. No man gave me this. No man said, hey, come be a part of this. No, 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 no. The Most High Yahawah and His only begotten Son, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, has given me this ministry. I was called to be a minister by the Most High and His only begotten Son, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. A lot of people say they went to school and, it kind of fell on them and this and, my daddy was this or my uncle, I seen this and that. No, 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 no. I was called out of darkness. I was called out of the pits of hell. I was called from all of the wickedness that was inside of me living in this earth unto light. To what? Bring forth His word. Because He knew I could do it. He put trust in me. He chose me from before the foundations of the earth. So now it's my job to do what? It says, and fully carry out the ministry of the Most High has given you. As for me, this is our brother Paul speaking, right? And hopefully, I pray Yahawah willing, one day I can say the same thing. As for me, my life has already been poured out as an offering to the Most High. Khan, all praises be to the Most High Yahawah for this right here. Our brother Paul is sharing this. My life has already been poured out. I already did it. It's time for you now to do it, to pour out your life. The time of my death is near. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have remained, here's the most important part right here, faithful. I have remained what? Faithful. Verse 8. And now the prize awaits me, the crown of righteousness. The crown of righteousness, which the Adon, the righteous judge, will give me on that day of His return. Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. And the prize is not just for me, but all who eagerly look forward to His appearing. All praises be to the Most High. All praises. Our brother, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. So if you put your trust in Him, this is what Paul, and stay faithful, this is what Paul is saying that we shall receive one day. You will receive that crown when the righteous judge appears, when He comes back. That prize, that tree of life, immortality, all those things you shall receive if you remain faithful, humble, and put forth that good news. Let me show you this real quick, because I know somebody might watch this and say, well, I don't know if you were sent. You say you were sent. I don't know if you were sent. I can't righteously say that. Let's get this. Romans chapter 10 real quick. The Aqua of Dorothy, Sister Dorothy says, Khan, all praises. Right? Let's turn here real quick. Romans chapter 10. Now let's go down. I'm going to just get right to it. Okay. I'm going to start at 13. Romans 10 and 13, right? Turn there with me. I'll give a few seconds. Romans 10, and I'll try to blow it up as big as I can so you can see it on the screen. Romans 10 and 13. For those who may not have the Bible in front of them and things like that, I try to show it on the screen as big as possible. It says, for whosoever shall call upon the name of the Adon shall be saved. Once again, the reason I say Adon, this is why you have to go into the Hebrew, because they play with these words. This L-O-R-D already went into that on the first day of the week. Once again, they play with these words. Let me show you real quick again. I just want to show you on the screen. Let me show one more time. And then I'm going to play that video as I go out. Remember, the video is for the Ahchwathyam, for the sisters out there. you know. And like I say, if the brothers love it too. Okay, here it is right here. Let me see. Okay, boom. It's sharing. Let me make sure it's sharing. Con, it's sharing. So here it is right here, right? So this is why I say what I say for those who they're like, well, why does he say Allah? What is that? You know, why does he say Elohayim? Now I can show it here. Let me see if I can blow this up. Con. I'm able to blow it up. Con. So now you can see it on the screen. It's blown up as big as I can get it, right? And here it is. So this is why you have the Paleo Hebrew right here, the English on this side, and what it would say. So this is why I say Allah, because it means power. And this is why sometimes you hear me say Allah Shaddai, which means the power what? Of the Almighty. And then you hear me say, like I just said, Adon, right? Why? Because it says right here, Adon, which means Lord. But it's in representation of who? Our brother, our friend, Hamashiach Yahushai. Now, it says Adonai Yah, right? My master, right? So sometimes you'll hear me say that. Sometimes you'll hear me say Barakatah. Sometimes you'll hear me say Salak or Salakiyah, right? Sometimes you will see people in the chat say Tawab, Khan. You know, sometimes you will hear me say as I get ready to close out, Halawah Yah, which means what? Praise you, Yahawah, or praise Yahawah. Sometimes you hear me say Abba or Abba Nawa Yahawah, which means father. So these are things that we go into in the Hebrew, like I said, which is the Paleo Hebrew. And I just wanted to kind of show you on the screen. And it's a beautiful things, right? And as it says, learn and play Paleo Hebrew Academy. And you can learn a lot here. And it goes into all of it. If you don't know, this is the right? And it gives you all of the words that's in Hebrew, in the Paleo Hebrew. And, you know, it helps you. So these, you know, I'm just showing you, you know, like I said, the Almighty right there, the Shaddai, the Almighty Allah. So you say the Allah Shaddai. That's why I say those things that I say. I'm not just making up words. This is what you would call the Lashawan Kodash, the Paleo ancient Hebrew. I know they speak another Hebrew, which is the modern Hebrew, which we would call the block letter Hebrew. That came out of what? Captivity. That's why they made it block letter. But before it was block letter, it was what? Paleo. And even before Paleo, there was pictographic for those who know about that. But I just wanted to show that, you know, for those who may want to know, you know, if you want to know and you want more information on that, just email me, let me know, and I'll send you the information so you can kind of go into it, you know. But here we go. Romans chapter 10, verse 13. It says, once again, for whosoever shall call upon the name of the Adon shall be saved. How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? Right? If you never heard of Hamashiach Yahushua, you're going to be like, what's that? I never heard of that. How will they know what Hamashiach means? The anointed one, the one who was poured with the oil. That's what Hamashiach means in Hebrew. The anointed one, the Messiah. But if they never heard of it, like I just showed you the Paleo Hebrew on the screen, if they never seen that, how will they know? So it's important for you to educate the people. And as they get educated, they will educate somebody else. This is what it means to edify. We're not tearing people down over here. We're building our brothers and sisters up. That's why this is a brotherhood. Ain't no backbiting, ain't none of that. Ain't no camp bashing, ain't none of that over here. This is a brotherhood for brothers and sisters who want to come, as it says, that trust in the Most High Yahawah for offense of what? Protection. That's what the word trust means. For who? The righteous. And how shall they believe in him whom they have not heard? Or how shall they hear without who? What does it say? Without a preacher. How can the people hear? How will the people know unless there's a preacher out there, a shepherd out there, bringing forth the word? Now, this is why I say I've been sent, called upon from the Most High from before the foundations of the earth. Romans 10 and 15. And how shall they preach? Here it is right here. Except they be sent. So you can tell a man that wasn't sent because he's not preaching the truth. He gonna give you what I already read earlier, 2 Timothy 3, the itching ears. Whatever the people want to hear, that's what he gonna deliver to them. Prosperity gospel, this kind of gospel. You know, you can come to this church. It's okay to be a homo. It's okay to be a adulterer. It's okay to be, and you could go to this church. They're not gonna say nothing about that stuff. Matter of fact, they're gonna welcome you with open arms. Some churches even got a rainbow flag flying in the front of it. The pastor is an adulterer, so he don't mind marrying another adulterer to another adulteress. It don't matter to them in that church or that camp or that congregation. But a man who's going to bring forth truth, that's the one that's been sent. He not asking for your money. He don't want your filthy lucre. He don't want nothing from you but for you to turn to the Most High, trust in his only begotten son, Hamashiach Yahawah, walk in the law, statute, and commandments, and serve the Most High and love him. And hopefully we'll all be in the kingdom with our brother. That's all he wants, for you to turn to what? Righteousness. Hamashiach Yahawah said, you will know my people. You will know mine by what? Their fruit. Their fruit. And how shall they preach except they've been sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things. But they have not all obeyed. This is where we at. This is exactly where we at. And this is why we have a non-denomination. We have a Methodist church. We have a Baptist church. We have a Presbyterian church. We have a Jehovah's Witness church. We have a Seventh-day Adventist church, and so forth and so forth and so forth. I'm not even going to get into all of the churches that they have and all of the camps that we have. We are one body. It says we have many members of one body and one head. Our head is Hamashiach Yahawah. So why do we have all of these different separations when we're supposed to be as one? That's because in verse 16 it says, but they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Isaiah saith, Adon or Adoniah, who have believed our report. So then faith cometh by what? Hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, truly. The sound went out into all the earth. It's going out right now to the four corners of the earth. If we live, but this will be up and it will go out to the four corners of the earth right now. And their words unto where? The ends of the earth. That's why we do these lives. That's why we put this out. You can be in Indonesia and click on this. You can be in Thailand and click on this. You could be in Japan and click on this. You can be in Australia and click on this. You can be in Colombia, Puerto Rico, Texas, New York, California, and click on this. Wherever you are, you can click on this and get the word of the Most High. Why? Because it went out into all the earth. But I say, did not Israel know? First, what? Moses said, I will provoke you to jealousy by them that are no people, and by a foolish people I will anger you. But Isaiah is very bold and said, I was found of them that sought me not. I was made manifest unto them that asked not for me. But to Israel he said, all day long I have stretched forth my hands unto disobedient and gainsaying people. Don't be that, Israel. Don't be that, Ahchyam. Don't be that, brothers and sisters. If you don't know what Ahchyam mean, it means brothers. If you don't know what Ahchwathyam mean, it means sisters. Don't be that. Please don't be that. We better than that. Okay? We better than that. Listen, All those that was here, the water for being here. All of the Ahchyam, the brothers that was here, that tuned in, the water for being here. All of the Ahchwathyam, the sisters that tuned in, the water for being here. And if you believe that this message was edifying, please, please share this message. Hit that like button. It does help the algorithm. It does help the lesson to go out into the algorithm, I should say. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can be notified when we go live. We'll be back on the 5th day of the week and live at 10 a.m. and then we do the Shabbat and then we'll do the first day of the week. So please tune in. Please tune in. Like I said, I'm going to play that video again. This one is a sister singing to the Most High, telling us about what she went through. So, hey, show love. If you like it, the link is in the description box and you can share it to other sisters, other Ahchwathyam out there. May you enjoy the rest of your day. We give all praises be to the Most High Yahawah and his only begotten son, Hamashiach Yahushai, Kwam Yasharallah. Mayana Pasha, she says, have a thawab, Yam Day Mashkapa. And the Timothy says, back in the saddle, now driving home. Khan. Well, make sure you go back and watch the whole video. I'm about to close out. And like I say, the water for all of the Ahchyam, the brothers, all of the Ahchwathyam being here. And enjoy this video for the sisters that put this out. And like I say, if you like it, share it. Here we go. I'm finna share it right now. Enjoy the song. Hold on. Ahchwathyam said, Shalawam, Barakatah, Khan. Shalawam back to you, Ahchwathyam. Hopefully everybody enjoys the song and have a beautiful day. Here it is here.
I gotta take control. I gotta let you go. I gotta leave. I gotta let you go. You make me someone I don't wanna be. It's what's best for me. So I gotta leave. I gotta take control. I gotta let you go. Leave you in the past. Yeah. I gotta let you go. I gotta change my mind. Gotta get myself right. Gotta get myself in line. Gotta walk in the light. Gotta keep these laws. Gotta serve TMH. God, not trying to do wrong. Had to cut it off. I gotta leave you alone. Leave you in my past. Had to let you go. Couldn't make it last. Caught up in sin. Yeah, I had to repent. Had to change my ways. No, I can't stay bent. Not like the old days. I'm different nowadays. You and me spiritual. Walk a better way. New relationships. Yeah, they beautiful. All praises to TMH. He showed me truth. Yeah, you felt good to me. But I knew you weren't good for me. I was blind. Had to change my mind. Now I finally see. Well, I gotta take control. Yeah, I gotta let you go. I gotta let it leave. Yeah, I gotta let you go. You make me someone I don't wanna be. It's what's best for me. So I gotta leave. Spirits and demons weighed heavy on my soul. Living in sin for way too long, lost control. Now you're dead and gone. I'm standing strong. Gotta stay in this truth. Gotta hold on. I'm seeking a better place. Can't let time go to waste. Nothing in my way. Nothing shake my faith. I need to set me free. Gotta do what he please. Feed in my spirit everything you need. With you, I didn't know who I was. At 7 years old, saw my brother on drugs. Found a new piece, yeah, a brand new me. With you, I was lost, now I'm finally free. Sinning, didn't know the call. Thought I was winning, really I was lost. I needed to start over, a beginning. Something new, had to bury you, no digging with you. My world was blue. All praises for this truth. My life renewed, yeah, it hurt, but it's worth it. I got us what it's for. I gotta let you go. I gotta gotta let you leave, yeah. I gotta let you go. You made me someone I don't wanna be. It's what's best for me. So I gotta leave. I had to leave. My spirit was weak. Needed a new me. Found truth in the book. The Bible, the key. Yeah, lessons learned. My past fade out. Watch it burn. My light shine bright. Fought that spiritual fight. All praises to TMH. I'm walking right.